You are watching Goan Cobro, your trusted source for breaking news and the stories shaping our Goa.
The line of questioning by the police and was so confusing कि ये हुआ या ये हुआ ये नहीं हुआ. I mean, when she's saying something, they were twisting it and they were asking her something else. So she was looking at me कि पानी चाहिए. So I asked for some water and gave it to her from time to time. I called up the advocates again, as saying that they are not taking down the FIR. They are not doing any medical examination. I was told, wait. So I waited because this is my first time. I did not know what is the reality on ground, how bad it is. So Thanchan Magir, we were brought back. I started asking, medical kirap karna. Police said, Tanka visa, meaning the reception आमच्या फाटल्यान बशिल्ली ती. They said, आमकां memo जाय पडटा पुलिसा कडल्यान. Until we get a memo, we cannot go ahead with this. So I came back to the police and I said, why isn't there a memo? So they said, आमी मागीर police स्टेशनार वचचें पडटलें. So, and they were also asking, तें न्ही सारकें सांगना, आमकां कळपाक जाय, ताका पकडपाक जाय. खंय तो थंय तें आयिल्लें, ताका खंयच्यान तांणी व्हेलें, कशें व्हेलें, आमकां तें कळपाक जाय न्ही. So they took all of us down and we sat in a police van. She was sitting on the middle seat of, I think it was a Scorpio or something, middle seat. I was sitting next to her. Aura Viegas on the other side, and Porab was sitting next to me. Mukhawelan the Prabhu Desai bashile. And the van went on the, from district hospital and Bhaira, and she's saying कि मुझे यहाँ का कुछ नहीं पता. And they are still asking her, कहाँ पे ये किया था, कहाँ पे, KTC या ये bus stand या वो bus stand. She's not able to tell. So then they were like, KTC bus stand. She's like, KTC bus stand. So words were being put in her mouth. What she was saying, they were not ready to take it at all. The important parts were not being, covered. Procedure was not being followed, in the sense that I at least know that you need to be a little sensitive towards, the victim. That sensitivity was not shown at all. In fact, she was treated like the culprit, like Tane's wrong kala. That was the treatment meted out to her. So I was confused. She was confused. And with the situation, I'm like, okay, I'm a, somebody who studied law for quite long, and ki baba on ground situation ki the first time, what is the status of our democracy was the first time maka experience. So I was in complete shock. So आमकां KTC कडेन व्हेलें, मुखार व्हेलें, फाटल्यान व्हेलें. यहाँ पे, she's confused, she's looking at me. I'm telling her, just बोलो, उनको बोलो, जो है वो बोलो. So I didn't know what to say. I'm like, you need to do this. Then she said that KTC च्या सारखे opposite थंय H26 म्हणून एक गाडो आसा थंय वडापाव आपणे खालो. So it is that first जेन्ना KTCंतल्यान जेन्ना बसी भायर येतात पळय त्यो. She said that, bus अंदर नहीं गई थी. It was a Vasco. It's some kind of a, from her village to Vasco bus. It was that. So we took a turn, we waited there. यहाँ पे, अशें करून ताका, she is, and I am confused. I'm waiting for the NGO lady to, speak up, but she's there. So I'm like, okay, I have that faith that, she will do the right thing, So, senior lady in this, been doing this for 32 years, and I was reminded of that fact several times throughout the night. I'm doing this for 32 years. So yes, and this is my first time, so I know nothing about it. They know everything about it. I asked Parab, how long have you been into this? She said 1 year. The other girl, Prabhudesai from Patoda, also looked pretty young. As far as I know, in these kinds of crimes, which are very sensitive, you're supposed to send a senior officer, not a junior like this, who cannot handle it. And they were clearly mishandling it. So then, Ami Ashing Gunun last up. In the van, this is very important. In the van, her hands were caught by Prabhu Desai saying, "Itaja हात धर, ते मारतले." So I'm like, I just didn't understand the whole drama. कारण या म्हज्या मुखार तीनदा फेंट जाल्ली बायल भुरगें. 24 वर्साचें. सच अ नॉट लायक अशें व्हडलें धिप्पाड की हाका मारतलें, नथींग, नाजूक चली. की म्हळ्यार वेन शी कलेप्स इन माय आर्म्स आय कूड होल्ड हर. सो हांव म्हणटा तें कितें मारतलें आनी परब इज सेयिंग की हाजी तकली मुगो जाग्यार ना. कळ्ळें हाका IPH बीन धाडपाचें. आय एम लुकिंग एट हर. I mean, how can you make statements like that? And she said, the victim said, "Maka kokni kalta." Yet they went on verbally abusing her, harassing her. I'm looking at Auda Viegas. She's also like whatever. This whole drama. This is शिगमोत्सव time, no? सगळं शिगमो, शिगम्याची नाटकां चालू आशिल्लीं भितर in the van. आणि लास्टाक हांवें म्हळें बाबा हांव म्हाका तें खंय मेळ्ळें न्ही थंय दाखयतां. Let's go to Comba. So I showed my area. म्हाका तें हांगा मेळ्ळें. And she was talking to my ground floor neighbor. परत तांकां हाड. We went and I went and woke them up. By that, I think 11:30, 12 बिरा जाली. I think so. तांकां हाडलें. They spoke to them or something. And they put victimaक भायर येवपाक दिलें ना तांणी. आनी बरें बरें म्हणून आनी म्हाका थंय दवरलें. Meaning like I was dropped home and they took the victim back. The victim turned in the van and kept looking at me somewhere, that she trusted me in this. She did not trust anybody. And I came up, how shockan. I don't know how much to get involved in this, and अशें जातात न्ही म्हळ्यार कोणाक त्रासान पडपाचें आसता. None of us want to do it. I don't want to do this also. I have to do it because हांव कॉमान रावता. कोंबा इज द हार्ट ऑफ मडगांव. थंय समज भायर सरतकीर रेप विक्टीम भोंवपा लागले, रडपा लागले, फाल्यां वी डोंट नो, देर मे बी शुटिंग्स हॅपनिंग. वी डोंट नो हाऊ बॅड द सिच्युएशन इज. अ फ्यू इयर्स अगो देर वॉज कोण बुसकावून कोणा मारिल्लो. सो बाबा परिस्थिती कितली वायट आसा. इफ यू आर फायंडिंग क्रायिंग विमन हू आर सेयिंग दॅट दे बीन सेक्शुअली असॉल्टेड. So finally, I came up to my flat and my husband, I told him ki baba re, something is not right. Something is terribly wrong. I mean, I told him this has happened. They did this to her. They did this to her. So he's like, okay, let's go back to the police station. And ताका भितर घालून कितें तरी ते करताली. Auda Vegas, the victim, Gaurav, and that other woman with Auda Vegas. They were talking. So we sat out for a while. Like, we want to talk. I was the one who complained. I want to see where she is. What is happening right now? Is the FIR registered? No. आणि बाकीच्या भायल्याय ती पुलीस म्हाका खबर ना कोण आयला काय कोणाक काय खबरूच नासता. कळ्ळें. आय सेड परब कोण खबर ना परब म्हाका कोणाक तांकां नांवां एकमेकाची खबर नासतात. This is a speciality of police stations right now. You ask them the name, they will not tell you the name. So then we finally the door opened and I saw her and I went in and that's when this is at around quarter to 1, 12:45 a.m. कितें पिशापणां चल्ल्या काय म्हणून. How long does it take for you to bloody take down an FIR? I am not confused. She is not confused. Why are you so confused about her statement? What is so confusing when the victim, she's been, she's saying 3 people raped her. What are you expecting out of a woman who was intoxicated, clapped, and raped by 3 men? We usually blame men. I want to put it on record. These are women doing this. Insensitive to the core. I asked them, हे समज मिनिस्टराचे भुरगे आशिल्ले तुमी हे करतली आशिल्ली काय म्हणून. I asked them this question. करतले आशिल्ले तुमी? Would this be the same kind of attitude? आणि कोणाले भुरगे आसा म्हणटे जाय ते करा. I'm into animal rescue, okay? कुत्री माजराक सुद्धा आमी अशी हे करनात, ट्रीट करनात. So this was so shocking for me. I said, this is the state of democracy. This is what it is. Where is the constitution, Where's the procedure? Everything that I have learned so far came down crashing in front of me there. It's just lies. These books mean nothing. What are the fundamental rights? Nothing. What are the SOPs, laid down for rape? Yeah. कितें काय ना. So then Parab went out of the room. And Auda Vegas said that, I've been doing this for 32 years and you are, casting these things on me. This is not fair. I said, madam, This is not about you and this is not about me. This is not about an ego battle here. This is about her. This is about the victim. Let us कित्याक चलना ते I'm telling you लोकांक हांगा न्ही कित्याक चलना तेच खबर ना आपली खुर्ची आपले ते एनजीओज आणि ती स्टेटमेंटां जी येतात पळय दॅट इज ऑल दे वॉन्ट बरे हाका बरे बरे कपडे घालप बरे बरे हें करप स्पीचीस मारप दॅट इज ऑल एवरीबडी वॉन्ट्स आर यू रियली डुईंग द जॉब नाव आय डोंट नो वॉट इज द बॅकलॅश ऑफ दिस स्टेटमेंट आय एम मेकिंग नाव आफ्टर वॉट आय हॅव नोटिस्ड आय एम नॉट फिलिंग सेफ इन मडगांव एनीमोर हांवें सांगिल्लें सराक हें आनी करतकीर म्हाका म्हणसान आमी बायकार यो वच करता वी आर नॉट रिच पीपल ओके एक हाणें गाडयेन म्हाका धक्को मारून उडयल्यार यु नो आय डोंट नो आय कॅनॉट ट्रस्ट आय मीन पुलीस अशें करता एनजीओ अशें करता ओके जाल्यार आनी कितें उरलें देर वॉज नो एसपी देर नो सिनियर ऑफिसर्स देर फायनली परत गाडी हाडली तांणी आणि विक्टिमाक काडलें आणि आवडा सेड दॅट आय एम नॉट कमिंग इफ यू डोंट ट्रस्ट मी आय एम नॉट कमिंग अँड द पुलीस स्टार्टेड टेकिंग द गर्ल इन द victim to the van. So I said, I'm coming. I'm not leaving her alone. I'm coming. I want to see what y'all are doing. Now, आम्ही medical examination करूया. So when I had, by the way, like when I had entered the room and I had asked why FIR is not being done, परब shouted at me saying, तेच करताली, तुम्ही आयले आणि you are obstructing. आणि इतलो वेळ लागलो करपाक. So there were these things, you know, that she was attacking me for doing the right thing and questioning her why she's not doing the right thing. So परत व्हॅनान भितर आमकां व्हरून बसयलें and आमी डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटलान दिस इज आफ्टर अराउंड 1:15 AM. So 17th March जाली ऑलरेडी आणि वी वेंट बॅक टू साऊथ गोवा डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल गाडी भितर सन्नासन परत युटर्न मारली परत आमी मडगांव टाउन पुलीस स्टेशना कडेन आयली परत म्हळ्यार गाडयेन भितर बसली परत आमी म्हळ्यार लुक एट द वे थिंग्स आर आमकां फक्त थंयच्यान हांगा नाटक थंयच्यान हांगा हाडलें हांगच्यान थंय व्हेलें थ्रू आउट दीस होल थिंग whenever I tried to shoot, record, I was not allowed to. Okay? And this is not my first time. So, you know, maybe next time I should go with secret cameras. I don't know. So, we went to the hospital. We were taken to the gynecological department. We were waiting outside. No doctor came. After half an hour, I asked Parab. I said, where is the doctor? She told me, doctor has refused to do medical examination until FIR is registered. So I said, let me write a complaint and give. Ata, written complaint. Please go ahead on that. Bare. So I wrote, she made some changes in it. I wrote down the complaint and gave it to her. I mean, to check kind of, hey, madam, she took it and went. I said, copy, no copy, not even my mobile phone. आणि थोड्या वेळान ती म्हणपाली बरें उठ 3:30 जाली तितले म्हणसर उठ तें न्हिदिल्लें सो आमी ताका उठयलें आमी परत सकयल गेली परत व्हॅनान बसली मडगांव टाउन पुलीस स्टेशनाचेर परत आयली 3:30 4:45 तितले म्हणसर तितले म्हळ्यार इन द गायनेकोलॉजिकल हें थंय जेन्ना आशिल्लें भायर डिपार्टमेंटाच्या भायर तेन्नाच ते म्हाका म्हणपाले दीदी आप क्यों इतना ये कर रहे हो मेरे लिए मुझे नहीं चाहिए मुझे घर जाना है मुझे नहीं चाहिए ये सब कुछ आणि शी ऑल्सो टोल्ड मी दैट परब खड़ूस है एक नंबर की मुझे नहीं जाना है तो आई एम टेलिंग हर दिस इज नॉट अबाउट यू ये तुम्हारा नहीं है बाकी के लड़कियों के साथ भी ये हो रहा है हमको ये जो कर रहे हैं ना उनको अभी ये नहीं मेरे साथ भी हुआ है ये मैं अभी आई कैन नॉट टॉलरेट दिस एनी मोर यू नो ये दिस हैव टू स्टॉप शी फेल asleep she had almost given up she was like you know she was trying to by this time calm me down कि you know छोड़ो ना दीदी मुझे घर जाना है मुझे घर छोड़ दो विक्टिम कॉल मी शी सेड कि दीदी मुझको घर जाना है मुझको नहीं करना है आई सेड मेडिकल हो गया क्या डॉक्टर आए थे क्या नहीं दीदी शी सेड सर कहाँ पे हो पुलिस स्टेशन पे देन एट 4 PM शी कॉल्ड मी अगेन आई पिक्ड अप द फोन एट दैट टाइम आई वाज विथ प्रूडेंट मीडिया giving a bite which I hoped had come out yesterday which did not again disappointed and in between the bite you know the call came this evidence is there with Sagun. Sorry Sagun, I have to name you also. You should do your jobs. So then she called and she said, Didi, I said, सॉरी दीदी, मुझको बोलना था कि मैंने कुछ पिया था और मैंने झूठ बोला.
Victim turned others better.
So she said, मैंने, what do you tell me? You,
Maybe question it can be, but
it can be,
victim question.
okay. Victim was from Karnataka, Dharwad, small village, could not understand English, doesn't understand, I don't think she was very well educated, came from a poor family. Okay, so somebody who's been intoxicated, slapped by the culprits, accused, the criminals, whoever, and raped twice. And then the rest of it, she sees that the police are not cooperative, NGO is not cooperative. Ekte हाव थंय हें करता आनी म्हजें काय थंय, nothing is holding up. What do you think the victim will do? Please ask psychologists to ask for the profile of a woman who has been raped by 3 men. Please ask. No, all are men here. There's no other woman in this room. I must say this. I must say this to the women of Goa, that supporting wrong men is not going to get us anywhere. Tomorrow, your daughter, sister, somebody, a woman, is going to be mistreated by somebody else somewhere else because this is karma.
Please subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.